Welcome, my name is Helena and I am the creator behind Fabel Knitwear. I am here today to show you a work in progress and also what's coming in today's shop update. So let's get started. Just have a sip. I'm just going to dive right on in. First up, there is a bit under a month left of the Magical Places knit-along. Last time I said the wrong name for the knit-along. I said the Diagon Alley Cal, which was a knit-along I hosted before New Year's. That was my bad. I meant the Magical Places knit-along, where you can join by knitting the Diagon Alley jumper, the Ollivander turtleneck, the Borough cardigan and the Owleroo blouse. One or as many as you please. You have to finish before April 1st. I was going to say August there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Join on Ravelry, join on Instagram. There is a thread in my Ravelry group where all the information is readily available. Link below. So a bit under a month left for that. So there is still time if you want to, and if that doesn't stress you out too much, to join that. There will be prizes. You will get to choose one. There will be two, maybe three. As I said last time, not decided. Winners, one from Ravelry, one from Instagram, and I might pick one that I like. And you will get to choose your own base. You will get a skein of my hand-dyed yarn and you get to choose your base and colourway yourself. So that is that. That was the first up announcement. There is also another announcement. I have another vending event confirmed. I will this autumn be vending at Stavanger Strikkfestival, a yarn knitting festival happening in Stavanger on the west coast of Norway. I went last autumn and it was such a great festival, so I'm so pleased that I'm going back again this year. This year. Speaking was difficult today. Stavanger Strikkfestival will be happening from the 23rd to the 25th of October. There will, if I'm not mistaken, the market day opens on Friday, so it's a full 3-day festival and I'm so excited. So that's the third event I have confirmed for this year. First up, in only a couple of weeks, is Kristiansand Strikkfestival happening in Kristiansand in southern Norway. It is from the 20th to 22nd of March. I just finished up yesterday. I packed everything. So everything is packed up and labelled and ready to go. And that's really nice to be done in good time. So that's the first thing happening. I'm so excited. I hope to see some of you there. And then second up in April, the 24th to 26th of April, is Stockholm Yarn Fest. The first time they're hosting and I am beyond excited. Can't wait. And I just started dying for that this week. And the week after, a couple of months later, the third event is, as I said, Stavanger Strikkfestival. So that's what's happening thus far. I'm hoping to get better spots for a few other things as well. I will keep you posted when that happens. If you're going to any of them, let me know. I am, as I said, hoping to meet some of you there at some of these festivals that's happening. I'm so excited for this to kick off again this year. So that's happening as well. I just finished dyeing up for the first one, and because I have time, I think I'm kind of going a tiny bit overboard. I'm just going, I'll just bring everything. So, but I am also having a shop update today for those of you who will not be attending, or if you are, maybe you just want to snag up some of these colourways as well. I'll come to that at the end of the episode. Let's just dive into what I'm wearing. I am wearing my Rowena jumper, worn under this black velvet sparkly jumpsuit. My Rowena jumper is one of the Hallows collection knitting patterns that I published in autumn 2018. I love this. It's become such a staple piece in my wardrobe. I will wear it with anything. It's a ribbed 1x1 ribbed bodice with negative to no ease, so it's meant to fit snugly without being tight, obviously. So when you knit it, it's going to look tiny. That's just the ribbing. And you can't see because I'm wearing the jumpsuit, but it's a sort of high-waisted cropped top meant to end around your belly button, and then it's snug, and then the sleeves are knit with a ribbing here, and then you go over onto stockinette, sleeves are knit in stockinette, and then there's these cute, lovely feminine puff shoulders that I am so fond of, and it just gives the whole thing the silhouettes that I really, really like wearing. It has a mid-high neckline. I need to give this a wash because this has kind of lost its shape. But that's, yeah, something you can do if something starts sagging a bit and if you've worn it a lot, which I have. I am in the market for a gleaner, Nutcracker. If you have any recommendations, do let me know because this is very pilly now. I'll just shave them, I'll put it on and I'll take a razor that doesn't have any of the gel bits on it, and I'll just shave my jumper while I'm wearing it, which is oddly satisfying, but it takes a while, and the blade has to be quite fresh to work properly. So this is quite pilly, but I don't care that much. But I would like to get it depilled nicely without, because whenever I wear it now, I'll just pick at it. So if you have a gleaner recommendation, I would genuinely love to hear it. I've never used one before. So that's what I'm wearing. It has a keyhole at the back, which is closed with a button. I have this gorgeous button that I bought. You can hear me. I have this lovely button. I've talked about Knutcracker in Bergen several times before. I've not been in ages now. But that's always a good place to visit if you, like me, love buttons. And that button is from there. That's what I was saying. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing. I wear this with so many different things. This is an outfit option, and I might do one of those. Look at the different ways you can style this. Videos later. I've talked about that before. I talked about it last summer, and I've just never gotten around to it. And then Pia from Guttene Strikkemor did one on Instagram a while back, and I suddenly realised that yes, that's a thing I was thinking about and I never did, and she beat me to it, and it was such a great idea. So I might steal your idea, Pia. So if that's something you think would be fun, yeah, let me know. I want another one of these, and I've talked about this several times. I really want one in Gales tweed, my hand-dyed yarn, which is a merino and donegal net tweed base, a DK weight. I would love this in that, either in Moulin Rouge or Fleur or Moonglade. Oh, it might be nice on this nude colour that I'm showing you later, which is Petal, which I also showed you last time, but on a different base. So that's the plan. I am gonna knit one because I now have time to knit some of the things that there's no rush doing. I can just do it for the joy of it, because all the 3 patterns for my upcoming heirloom collection are now being test knit. I've done my part thus far. There is still stuff to do, but I don't have to like rush knit anything. I can knit for a specific collection. I am knitting things I just want. I don't need, so to speak. I'm currently knitting on a Nutcracker jumper. The Nutcracker jumper is one of my patterns. I published it for the winter Christmas time of 2018. It's from my Yuletide collection. Here you have it. It's knit bottom up in the round. This is knit in my hand-dyed yarn, Fabel Knitwear hand-dyed yarn, in the base Alder, which is my non-superwash merino DK, and I love it. It's so rustic and woolly, but it's so soft at the same time, so you really do get the best of both worlds. There you have it. It's knit in stockinette until this front panel section, which is knit in seed stitch with these bubbles running up the front at regular intervals. Then that I finished the body, I cast off 4 sleeves. And here we have, I've started on the first sleeve. I usually knit sleeves first. I don't know, I just didn't even think when I cast on. I've gotten thus far on the first sleeve. This is knit with the ribbing at the cuff, and then you increase quite a bit to get a nice little bloom, and then I'll start decreasing again very soon. This is what it looks like so far. Stand up, show you a bit better. I love this. So I'm gonna admit I've not checked my gauge for this, but I don't mind if it turns out a bit snug or a bit looser. I'm really bad at doing that. I had a very unfortunate episode. It sounds very dramatic now. I didn't check my gauge for a recent knit and I don't really wear it. So I should, I'm just really bad at it. So I recommend everyone to check your gauge. I haven't for this because I'm sure this will be fine. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. But this is my work in progress. This is my Nutcracker jumper. The colourway is Flare. It, and it's Cake. I've shown you this several times previously. It's one of my favorite colorways. It's just a really creamy cream. I don't really know how to describe it now. It's like an antique cream with hints of like blush brown nearly. Let me see if you can see some of the plain colour. I really do love it. I've knit my Ollivander's turtleneck. I've also knit in Flare in my base Athena. So this is how far I am on this. I need to finish this before Christian Sandstrik Festival because I am dying to wear it. So yeah, that's that. This is it in a skein on Elder. Elder is such a perfect yarn for the Nutcracker jumper and also for the Diagon Alley jumper. There's just something, it holds its structure so well in comparison to a lot of other merinos, and I love that it looks like a knit woolly jumper. It's not as smooth as some other merinos can be, and I really love that. Like, tastes differ, so that's just me. I'm so happy with it, and I love how it holds the structure. That's what I'm currently knitting on. I am a monogamous knitter, so that's all there is. Next up, I really want to knit a Rowena jumper in some Galis tweed colourway, and I also really want a sugar plum jumper knit in maple, which is my chunky base. And I can't decide between Capulet and Mage Bloom. I'll bring them next time and you can see. I have a skein in Flare. This is maple in my colourway Flare, just the same. This is my sister's. She bought them and she hasn't collected them yet. They're just lying around in my house. This is maple. I love this. I think it's such a stunning texture, and I really want a sugar plum jumper in this and a garland jumper. But it's just what colours I always want to knit with the creams and burgundies, and I need to branch out a bit. If not for myself, but for I do run a business, so that would be something I should do. And yeah, so sugar plum jumper and a Rowena jumper. I really want to knit that, and I do really need a dark cardigan for when I'm going out or going out for dinner or something. Maybe a Delacour cardigan in like a dark charcoal or a black. See if I can dye up a nice deep saturated shade of that sometime. We'll see. So there isn't all that much this time around. I'm just gonna keep going. Today there is a shop update happening at 3 o'clock, GMT +1, which is the time it is in Oslo. It's not a huge update, but there's still decent sweater quantities hitting the shop. Let's just dive in. There's not loads of colours. I've got 4 colours coming this time around. I have, because I'm knitting on my Nutcracker jumper in Elder, flare. I really wanted to offer up that in case someone felt inspired. So I do have Elder in flare. I have, I believe, 8 skeins of this hitting the shop this time around. And I did show you this in detail, but let's go again. Next up on Elder, we have my new colour, which I did show last time on Ask. This is Petal. Also on Elder, I love Petal on this base. It's so velvety. I mean, this in a Nutcracker jumper or a Diagon Alley jumper or even a Borough cardigan would be stunning. And then, so those are the only 2 colours coming on Elder. Then we have Gayless Tweed. We have Flare. And we have Petal. Again, this is a Rowena jumper. I'm really tempted. I've talked about this before, but this tweed base has some kind of a silvery undertone when you dye it, whereas Elder is white. So it gets this really gorgeous mother of pearl sheen to it. So this is Petal on Gayless Tweed. Then we have Usk, which is my Norwegian wool. This is from Hillesvåg. This is a heavy fingering like sport weight on Petal. It's this dusty antique pink that I adore. It's a brand new colourway. First time it's been released. And we have a batch of one-of-a-kind buttery yellow. This was meant to be Ileana, but there was some blush in the dye pot, and it has these very subtle shades of like blush caramel running through. Which Ileana does not have. So this is a one-of-a-kind batch. There are, I can't remember, 6 or 8 of these as well. So it's a decent quantity for like a sweater quantity. It's worth a couple of sweater quantities worth of this. And yeah, that was Usk. And then we have Athena. On Athena, we have Flare. We have Petal. Again, this on Petal is just so, it has such this pink, the sheen is just very luxurious, I think. It's very powdery 20s, 30s. And then we have Wizard's Robes, which is one of my most popular colorways. It's deep, deep, deep garnet red with no purple, which in my opinion is the perfect red. And you can't really see, I think, here, but this Delina kind of goes rose gold because of the dye, which none of the other colours do, and I think it's gorgeous. And last but not least, there is a batch of Ulykkesfjord. Ulykkesfjord is my bird of mishap, as it directly translates, where something went wrong. And not like went wrong as in, oh, this is a slightly different cool batch that I'm not going to be able to reproduce, but it's discounted and it shouldn't be this way. There's nothing wrong with it. This was meant to be Ileana as well. This got loads of brown in it for some reason, and I can't sell it as Ileana. So this is sold at a discount. There are 6 or 8 of this as well. So it's still, Delina's lovely. It's still a lovely skein. It's just not a colourway that yeah. You get the gist, I think. So that's what's coming. we have the colours on Athena, on Ask, on Gaze Tweed, and on Elder. So yeah, that's happening today at 3 o'clock. There will not be another shop update until after Kristiansand, and then I will list anything that is left. Might be loads, might be not very much. We will just have to wait and see. That is all the knitty stuff I have to share this week. There wasn't loads, a tiny bit. I'm gonna go edit this and hopefully get it out before the shop update and then get that ready. And I need to crack on with some pattern editing before the weekend. I am gonna enjoy my Nutcracker, which is my favourite cake. I made it last night. It's a spiced cake with cinnamon and ginger and nelig, which I have no idea what is in English, and it's delicious. I'm gonna enjoy this for lunch, make myself a cup of tea and start editing. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Have a lovely weekend when that time comes. Bye.